talking with Dan Riordon. Hi,
Good morning.
Dan. How are you doing?
I'm good.
You
Good
are
to
the
see
executive director of Calaveras Amador Hospice.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope I got that.
It's
Hospice of Amador and Calaveras.
That's exactly what it's called. Yes.
I was backwards
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. We serve patients and families in both Amador and Calaveras County.
Right.
Yeah.
But we have a big event coming up, Calaveras Live.
We do. Calaveras Live is a new show that we're putting together.
First year then?
First year, and this is it's kind of like a late night show, and so it's going to be held at the Black Bart Playhouse, right across the street from Murphy's Park. And so I'm partnering up with Todd Paul, and I don't know if you know Todd, but Todd is a local guy who's just done beautifully. He does Las Vegas. He's a headliner there. He travels all over the world doing his show. He's a comic. He's a magician. He's a musician. He's a juggler. I mean, he's all these things.
He can probably sing a little bit.
He can probably sing a little bit too. So we're going to have fun. We're inviting some local talent to join us, and the show is the tickets for the show are $35 each. And so as you come into this theater, have you ever been to the Black Bart Playhouse?
I have.
Okay, so when you come in, you know there's that nice lobby there.
Right.
So we had a great donation. Someone donated all of the furniture in a home from Murphy's last year, and a lot of it was pretty nice antiques. So we kept them, and we're going to have a silent auction as you walk in that lobby. So we'll be pouring wine. We'll have a reception, hors d'oeuvres, that kind of thing. We'll have the antique auction, and then we go into the theater, and we have a two-act show. So the whole thing starts at 6:30. It ends at 9. It goes pretty quickly, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So
you can drink a little wine.
Oh yeah, you can drink a lot of
buy
wine.
some antique furniture.
Oh yeah.
And then what else? What else is going on with the event?
Yeah, so you come in and you sit down into the playhouse, and so I'm kind of like a Dave Letterman kind of guy, I guess, and Todd is like my cohort, right? And so we're going to be introducing various acts who will come out. They'll sit on the couch with me. We'll shoot the breeze. We'll talk a little bit about what they're doing, what if any affiliation they might have with hospice, any experience like that, and then they'll do whatever it is they do, which is special about their talent. The first guest is a very special friend of mine. Her family settled in Calaveras and Amador County back in 1849. They homesteaded 160 acres over there off Prussian Hill Road. Her name is Lottie Tone. I don't know if you know her. She's my wife. Anyway, she's a teacher over in Amador. But people don't know this about Lottie, but she's a great singer. So a fellow named John Prine, you ever heard of John Prine?
John Prine.
John Prine has been playing music for 30 years, 35 years.
I don't get around like you do.
Well, I hadn't heard of John Prine until recently. But he wrote a couple of really great songs that Lottie and I have been working on. So we're going to kick the thing off. And then we've got a friend, Dave Rainwater, is coming. Dave is a absolutely fantastic fiddler who's going to be joining us. We have a house band, and the head of the house band is called Plan B. I said, Jim, why is your band called Plan B? He said, well, Plan A didn't work out.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Jim Bailey is the drummer in that band, and he heads it up. Jim is a great guy over in Calaveras County. Have you ever met Jim?
I don't think so.
So Jim's a really cool guy. It's so funny how the counties were this close, but we're so separate in so many ways.
It's all these people that are probably, a lot of them are native or from way back, like your wife.
Exactly, yeah.
And as long as she doesn't sing Love Boat, you'll be fine.
We're doing a song called In a Town This Size, which is hysterical. I brought the guitar this morning, but we're in the wrong set, so I can't play it for you. But it's going to be a lot of fun. The other thing I want to tell the folks about, if it would be okay, is so the finale of this show is going to be something very special. And so what Todd and I are going to be doing is we're building a video. Folks in the community, we're inviting them to send in a picture of their loved one who has passed, along with a $10 donation to hospice. And we're going to collect these photos and build a video. And at the end of the show, as the finale, we'll be showing the video behind us as we're playing live the Pink Floyd song from 1965 or so, Wish You Were Here.
Sounds like it could be quite an emotional moment.
I have a feeling it will be.
Yeah.
Photos are starting to come in now.
And you're not getting rich off the photos. $10 in the production of the video.
Yeah. We're not getting rich off any of it. Hospice of Amador and Calaveras gets our money mostly from Medicare, and the money we get isn't enough to provide the care. So that's why we're out here in the community, making sure that we're well funded to provide excellent end-of-life care. And also the care for children in Calaveras County. Last year, about 150 children that we're supporting through their grief process, the Grief Busters program, all those kinds of things.
That hospice has done so much. I mean, I know just my family, but friends of mine. It started
Yeah.
with my original campaign manager, who hospice came in and just did a wonderful job for end of life for her. She was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So,
Yeah.
you know, when those things happen, the family doesn't know who to turn to sometimes.
That's right. That's right. So we're lucky in this community, in Amador and Calaveras County, to have such a strong hospice. Today we're caring for over 45 patients. It's a lot of patients.
That's a lot of patients. How do you do it? Do people have to double up, or do you have enough people within the organization?
Well, people are with 45 patients on, people are working overtime this week, coming in on their days off, that kind of thing, to provide the kind of care. Because a lot of it depends on how is the patient doing at the time,
Right.
what we call their acuity level. How much care do they need in this particular moment? So,
Because hospice doesn't just take care of end of life, they take care of other areas of life where people are having difficulty too, don't they?
well, in a way, Richard, what happens is we provide services toward the end of life, and then after the death would occur, we provide 12 additional months of bereavement care for the family and the caregivers. And so we have meetings in both Amador and Calaveras County each week.
But when a person is pronounced terminal,
Yeah.
I mean, terminal can be a year into the future or more.
Absolutely, yeah. Medicare tries to regulate that. They try to say, well, it's supposed to be 6 months. But like you say, it's not a science. So sometimes we have people on hospice well over 6 months. And unfortunately, more times than we'd care, we have people on hospice for just a few days because people wait until the very end because it's a hard call to make.
Right.
But that's another one of the messages I want to put out there, is to encourage people, don't wait. Right. Everyone I talk to says, Dan, if I would have known what the hospice team could do, I would have called weeks ago.
Right.
So we're there to help, and we need the community's help with this event in Calaveras County.
Right, let's talk about that again, the price and where it's at.
Yeah, so it's $35 a ticket. It's at the Black Bart Playhouse in Murphys. You can get tickets by calling our office at 223-5500, or go online at www.hospiceofamador.org or hospiceofcalaveras.org.
And that's Friday, October 25th, 6:30 to 9.
That's it.
So, like
October.
you say, it's not going to be a late night.
No,
you're
not too
not
late.
going to be a late night host.
It's
You're
not a late night, but it's going to be a great show. We did a show like this in Amador several years ago for kids for art camp. It was a blast. We sold out 200 tickets, raised a lot of money, and everybody loved it. So
People just have to think of a filming, because actually when they film
That's right.
Letterman or Leno, it's done about 6:30.
that's right. Well, this is the filming.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Well, okay.
right.
That sounds like a great event.
Yes.
As always, thank you for everything you do in
Oh, you're sure
managing
welcome.
the organization
Yeah.
and all the people
Yeah.
that you have to deal with both outside and inside.
It's a pleasure.
Plus, you have your thrift shop up on the help people can support.
We have the thrift store up in Jackson there, and we have the thrift store in Angels Camp. That's 3 years now running, where we expanded last year, and it's doing just beautifully. The community supports it very well, and so we're in good shape that way. The rest of my team will be out here in a little while to talk to you about this other event coming
Okay,
up.
Dan.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
we have to go now to over to Monique and talk to Larry about the Bluegrassing Festival.